Hello friends, good morning. It is Dr. V. M. Tidke from Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Department of MBA. Let us continue our studies of unit number 3 under Decision Science. Today, in particular, we are going to see the decision making under risk. I hope you remember there are 4 models under decision theory. Model number 1 is decision making under certainty, decision making under uncertainty, decision making under risk, and decision making under conflict. Out of these 4, in our purview, we only have 2 models. One is decision making under risk and another one is decision making under uncertainty. When we are talking about decision making under risk, it is a case where we are knowing the probabilities associated with the states of nature or outcome. So, at the end of the session, every student will be knowing the decision making under risk. Friends, the various methodologies under decision making under risk is number 1, expected monetary value criteria, that is EMV. Number 2, expected monetary value with perfect information, that is EMVPI. And last is value of perfect information, that is VPI. Okay, so let's begin with the first methodology, that is expected monetary value. There is one payoff matrix. Let us try and do it on that matrix so that we will understand it practically. Friends, you can see there is a payoff matrix whereby there are 3 strategies titled S1, S2 and S3, whereas 3 states of nature, that is N1, N2 and N3. Along with that, it is also been provided with the associated probabilities of the same, that is 0.3 for N1, 0.6 for N2 and 0.1 for N3. At the same time, you can also see the payoffs associated with particular combination of a strategy and a states of nature. For example, for strategy S1 and nature N1, the payoff is 20, and for S1 N2 it is 18, and for S1 N3 it is -9, so on and so forth. Here all the positive value indicates the gain, whereas negative value indicates the losses. Okay, now how to proceed with expected monetary value? When you are going to calculate the expected monetary value, it's very simple. The EMV for strategy S1 is solved already. EMV for S1 is equal to 0.3, which is a probability, multiplied by 20. 20 is nothing but the payoff associated with S1 N1. Okay, so the 0.3 multiplied by 20 plus 0.6 multiplied by 18. 18 is nothing but a payoff associated with S1 N2 plus minus 9, 0.1 into minus 9. So EMV for S1 is 0.3 multiplied by 20 plus 0.6 multiplied by 18 plus 0.1 multiplied by minus 9. If you add that, you will get EMV for strategy 1 to be 15.9. Secondly, for strategy S2, now the EMV would be 0.3 multiplied by 25 plus 0.6 multiplied by 15 plus 0.1 multiplied by 10. Hence the answer is 17.5. And for strategy S3, the EMV would be 0.3 multiplied by 40 plus 0.6 multiplied by minus 10 plus 0.1 multiplied by 12. The answer comes to 7.2. So out of these 3 strategy and EMVs associated with them, which one is the maximum is our EMV max. So in this particular case, as the EMV for strategy S2 is 17.5, which is maximum among of these 3, so our answer is to go for a strategy S2, which is our optimal strategy. Okay, so the methodology for EMV is very simple. Calculate the EMV associated with each strategy and identify the maximum EMV out of that, and the strategy corresponding to that maximum EMV is the strategy which a decision maker is going to go with. Okay, now let us continue for the expected monetary value with perfect information, that is second one. In this case, we are supposed to calculate EMVPI. The problem is same. Payoff matrix is already given here. So how to calculate EMVPI? In this case, what we are going to do is, for EMVPI, we are going to see the maximum payoff associated with a particular state of nature. For example, in case of outcome N1, there are three payoffs associated. Number one is 20, second one is 25, and the last one is 40, which is the maximum amount that is 40. So the EMVPI is calculated as 0.3 multiplied by 40 plus, for states of nature N2, what are the payoff values? Number one is 18, then 15, and then minus 10. Which is the highest among us these three? 18. So the combination goes 0.6 multiplied by 18 plus, what is the third nature? N3. And for that, what are the various payoffs? First is minus 9, then 10, and then 12. Out of this, 12 is highest, so third is 0.1 multiplied by 12. Hence the EMVPI value comes to be 0.3 multiplied by 40 plus 0.6 multiplied by 18 plus 0.1 multiplied by 12, and if you will add that, you'll get answer EMVPI to be 24. Okay, so in this case, EMVPI helps us out in making the combination of mixed ideas in certain proportion in order to maximize our objective. Okay, so in this particular case, we will be following the mixed strategy. And what are those strategies? If the market is going with the N1 outcome, we will be following strategy S3. If the market would be going with N2 outcome, we will be following the strategy S1, and if market would be moving up with N3 outcome, we will be following the strategy S3. So it is a combination of N1, N2 and N3. Okay, or you can also say that 0.3% we will be using N1 strategy, 0.6 we will be using N2 S1 strategy, and 0.1 times we will be using S3 strategy. Getting my point? I repeat once again, 0.3 times S3 strategy, 0.6 times S1 strategy, and 0.1 times S3 strategy again. So this is a combination of expected monetary value with perfect information. Okay, now let us move for the last one, that is value of perfect information. Okay, value of perfect information is very simple to calculate. What we are supposed to do is, VPI is simply EMVPI minus maximum EMV. In the previous case, we have already seen that value of perfect information is EMVPI minus max EMV. EMVPI is 24, max EMV was 17.5, so value of perfect information is nothing but 24 minus 17.5, that is 6.5. Okay, so VPI represents the value that can be spent to achieve the perfect information from the market. Getting my point? VPI is nothing but the maximum amount which a company can spend with the view to get the perfect information from the market. I hope you have understood the video. Then let us do a small exercise. State and explain the various decision theories under risk. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any doubts, you can contact me on below mentioned details. Thank you. Have a nice time.